What's up, family? I'm DB. Welcome back to Cut Culture, where we highlight barbers and discuss all things from lifestyle, clients, education, and products. Check this out. Today, I'm in the studio with my man Rich.
What's happening?
Mr. Richard Woods. Hey, so what we're gonna do is get like clients' reactions and perspective to the barber and client pet peeve videos. So that's what we're doing today. So you can see.
So when it comes to like having TVs inside your barbershop,
right,
and you get upset with the client when they're trying to watch TV,
yeah,
then my thing is, then don't have it.
Don't have the TV on?
Don't have it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, who is it there for?
It's for them.
Is it for you? You know, the barber, or is it for the client? Because if you got on a Lakers game and listen, my eyes is like this. I'm trying to watch it.
Right.
I'm not trying to listen to it. I'm not trying to be Chick Hearns and trying to hear it.
Right.
I'm trying to watch the game. You know?
Yeah.
So, or if you got on a movie, something that I ain't seen, or a TV show, I'm trying to watch it. So don't have it on if you don't want me to watch it.
If you don't want to see it.
You know? So
what's some?
I'm not like, I forgot the barber's name that you had on that said, you know, don't be trying to look underneath the skirt.
Oh, EJ.
EJ.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm not trying to look under the skirt, man. I'm just trying to look.
Yeah.
That's it. You know?
So you know what? So to kind of like, so people understand that the TV is for clients. But if I'm back here, what it is like, if you're trying to look up now, I need your head down.
I get it.
Right? So it's like that scene that you want to see, like, oh, he about to go in.
This is it. That's it. Yeah. Give me 2-3 minutes then. As your client, give me a couple minutes. You know what I'm saying? And that could be the scene that you want to watch too, man. Just give me that.
The shot that you want to, that one shot, this one possession you want to see.
That's it.
Yeah. I think that's why EJ said he'll start at the back of a client first. So that way the rest of the haircut, you know, they can look wherever they want to look, more or less. Outside of them getting the lineup, you know, once again.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that part. And I don't understand, you know, people that come in and have their laptops and their phones. Like, that's just disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like,
that's a lot.
I'm in here to get service. That's like trying to get a massage and you got your phone out. Like, you're not relaxed, for one, and you're not gonna get the best service that you're gonna get from whether that's a masseuse or your barber.
Right.
Like,
yeah, some people are bad with the phone part. So from that perspective, yeah, some people are bad. But I get it. I understand to some degree, and that's why I think we said that is like, you know, if your spouse call, if your job call, your kid's school call, your kid call.
Listen.
You know.
Listen. My watch be beeping underneath your Jordan.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying? Like, but I wait. I'm like, you know what? Everybody know where I'm at.
Right.
They know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get the best haircut I'm about to get right now.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have to wait.
Yeah. Y'all hear this? This is what I'm talking about, man. But that is, you know, that's respectful, man. Like this is my me time as a guy.
Yeah.
Or even as a female, you know, but if you're getting a haircut, a service, you know, yeah, you should like just respect that process as a whole.
It's a service, man. I respect that.
Right.
If I'm late, that's another thing. Like, you know, it's all about communication. Like, you communicate. If I'm 2 minutes early, you be like, yo, you good? You good, fam?
Yeah.
You know? So it's always about, you know, having good communication. Because if you're not communicating with me, you know, I don't know what, I might be running late. I might be stuck at a stoplight, or I got into a car accident. You never know. So, you know, I love that you communicate with us. And what I mean by us, me, my son, my wife, my dad, my mom, they all get cut. Yeah. So, you know, and having that that app that you have, you know, it leaves me a reminder as well. So, because I'm horrible at remembering anything. So having that it just makes it easier for me.
Right.
To be prompt for you.
Right. Right. That's what's up. And then for the next cat.
Yeah.
Because it's not a crime to be early.
Yeah.
Know, like some people think it is, you know. Some people think it's a crime to be early. Some people it's a crime to be on time. Like,
as far as like the atmosphere. The atmosphere of a shop, man. Like when I used to be searching for a barber, right? I used to walk into a shop and I can tell you like right off the bat if I'm gonna stay there or if I'm not. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna act like I'm gonna sit down for a second or ask a question or whatever and then walk right back out.
Right.
It's just the atmosphere.
Oh, so soon as you walk in, I think that was like the video that me and MJ did about have you created a welcoming environment.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah. Like I literally would walk into a shop, if I'm not greeted within like me first walking into a shop, like that tells me everything I need to know.
So you feel like customer service bad?
Yeah. From jump. If I walk in and there's like 2 barbers, but you got like 9 chairs or 10 chairs and there's only 2 barbers in there.
Right.
And it's middle of the afternoon or on a Friday or a Saturday, like come on, man.
Right. Yeah. I can understand that. Or they could be like, it could be a situation where that shop just don't have a lot of barbers yet.
Yeah. Like, but my thing is communicate that though.
Yeah, like, hey, well, we just opened 6 months ago or 4 months ago, or you know, today we only got X, Y, and Z. So you mean more or less like you walk in, it's 2 barbers, 10 chairs, and didn't nobody say nothing.
Didn't nobody communicate that. I just went and sat down, or even if a barber says, you know, hey man, I got you right after this. I get done cutting my man's hair.
Right.
And then another client comes in that he knows.
Right.
And then he tells me again, just let you know, this is one of my regulars, man. Let me go ahead and knock them out. I'm like, okay, so I wait an additional 30 minutes.
Right.
Or 40 minutes.
Right.
And then he got to go take a break or he got to go eat or whatever the case may be, man. It's just, that kind of stuff turns clients off.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
So a $30, $40, $50 cut can easily turn into $60, $90, $200, $300.
Yeah.
That $300 extra dollars that you're bringing into your business because you said something to somebody.
Yeah.
You just introduced yourself and say, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna be with you, and then you stayed and was true to your word with like still not jumping people in front of this guy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What's a reasonable amount of time a client would don't mind waiting on a barber running behind for whatever reason?
15 minutes.
About 15 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. And that's and is that like consistently though? Like if he consistently 15 minutes late is the issue? Or if he's every blue moon, like, you know, you kind of know how this guy is, like, man, something must have happened, or it's like, man, this cat always late.
Then I'm gonna start showing up late.
I'm wow, because somebody else said that. Yeah.
You know,
another barber said that.
And then that's gonna mess your day up.
Right. So now everybody late.
So,
I understand that.
And after like the second or third time, you lost a client, man.
You tired of it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
got
going
something to do.
I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
My time is back. Like right after I get done with this, man, I'm going straight to work.
Right.
I can't be showing up just because you know what I mean? Like multiple times.
Right.
Like I get it. People got things to do.
Somebody else might have showed up late.
Yeah. But at the same time, like I'm depending on you to be on time so I can be on time to do something else.
Right. So y'all hearing it from the horse's mouth, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, client, loyal client for years. I don't like 5 years now.
Yeah. Yeah. I had there was a client of yours that was at this soul food place.
Right.
And he was eating, and I just so happened to ask. And I said, "Hey man, where you get your hair cut at?" He was like, "Oh," and he had your card.
Yeah. Oh wow. I never knew that, man. All these years, I never knew that.
Yep, he had your card, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So, and I didn't even know the barbershop was there. So I went up to the barbershop. They greeted me at the door, and I'm like, "I'm looking for Dwight Barnes." It was like, "Oh, he in the back." Okay, hold on. Like, you came over. You was like, "Hey, man, I'm cutting somebody right now." You was like, "I got one more head, and then I'm gonna get you." Like, and I respected that. So I sat down, waited, played on my phone for a minute, and then you called me back. Gave me, yep. And I literally, I ain't been nowhere else since.
Wow, presto change up, new client. Jomo, this is my man, Mr. Jomo Wilson. Tell her about stuff.
All right, guys, Jomo Wilson, originally from Washington, D.C., by way now of Las Vegas. Been here a little over 3 years. Met my good friend and barber, Mr. Dwight Barnes, through a mutual friend. And very therapeutic when I come and sit in this chair. And also, I get a great cut. So it's a win-win for me.
Enlighten us barbers and the clients on a client's perspective from the barber pet peeves video, or just barbers in general, like, you know.
Okay.
Clients in general, you know, clients coming late, barbers showing up late. What don't you like?
From the video.
Just barbers. Though.
Right.
Yeah.
From the video, what I didn't know was the whole because I'm a pretty tall guy.
Yeah.
So I'm almost 6'5". So this right here is just comfortable.
Yeah.
Now I didn't know that barbers really don't like that.
Yeah. Well, it could be an issue sometimes.
Or I ain't say don't like, issue. And being as though you and the young man that was spoke on the previous episode, I didn't know that was a thing. I really didn't know that was a thing. So that was eye-opening to me to see that barbers typically prefer you keep your arms to your side because it lowers your shoulders.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and then when it lowers your shoulders, they get your neck, you know, better, or whatever the case may be. They be able to get a better cut. Some stuff I kind of already knew. So I have been late a couple times for all the audience out there. And Mr. Dwight Barnes has, you know, if anybody knows Mr. Dwight Barnes, he's not shy of speaking his mind. I'll put that out there for the crew. He's not just a go with the flow type of guy. If it's something that he feels as though is not right, you will hear about it. That's his personality.
Hey.
I respect that. I appreciate that. Do I want to hear it all the time? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't want to hear it all the time.
Yeah, you got it though.
But nevertheless, he's not lying, and he's not. He's speaking the truth from his perspective. So if he tells me, "Hey, you late," blah 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 blah, I look at myself why I'm late. Well, because I was trying to get that last extra rep in at the gym, arguing with my wife, so whatever case may be. But that comes from a perspective of learning your situation. And that's what I tend to do. Now, if a person, I'm quite sure he has had clients, and being as though me and him are friends outside of this client, barber-client relationship, if I really respect him as a friend, now it's a little bit deeper.
What's your number one thing you don't like?
Number one thing I don't like is from a barber unprofessionalism, meaning like running in and out the room, talking on the phone. Now, I've had barbers that argue with their baby moms all day long.
Yeah.
And I'm quite sure to that barber, it's pretty important that they argue with their baby moms about who this chick was. But to me, that's not important.
You don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it. I got stuff to do. So just being able to separate professionalism from your personal lifestyle.
Right.
And I think that's for any client, you know.
So your biggest thing is
Professionalism.
professionalism.
Right. My biggest thing is professionalism. A clean environment, which I'm very blessed to have with my barber, a clean environment, hygiene. I've had a barber that stink before.
Really?
Oh yeah, I've had a barber that stink before.
Like stink as in he used to smoke, or like
no, body armor.
Like body odor?
Body armor, body odor.
Oh.
Now,
What did
he
you
wasn't
tell
my natural barber. He wasn't my normal barber.
Right.
But he smelled bad, man.
What was the cat like? Stood in for your barber one time?
Well, I was out of town.
Oh, okay.
Breath was stinking, like just
Oh.
certain things, and you just don't want that because you sit in somebody's chair for at least 30 to 45 minutes, at least.
Right.
You gotta smell that for 30 minutes? That's the longest 30 minutes of your life. I've had barbers have their kids in there and their kids are wild. And that's their kids, so they're gonna feel how they feel about their kids. But then I had the kids climbing all over me.
Why are you getting a cut?
Why I'm getting the cut?
Oh, what shop was you in?
By a hood joint in DC. The kid climbing all over me because their baby mother didn't, once again, the baby mother didn't come get the kid. They supposed to, so that's kind of a turn off.
Man, some of these stories I hear about some of the stuff that clients have seen or had to deal with it's amazing. It's amazing. Are we that bad? Barbers, come on, man.
Not as a whole.
I mean, yeah, you know, but some of this stuff is like, you actually did that?
Yeah, no, it's true. No, real talk. I lived in Miami one time for 4 months.
Yeah.
So I visited various shops, and let me tell you, some wild stuff happened. I've had barbers try to sell me drugs while I'm getting a haircut.
Well, like weed?
No. Not weed.
Drugs.
Like drugs. We let's be honest, guys, weeds are not drugs anymore.
Hey, well, yeah. So they tried to sell you some Molly Percocet.
Molly's, cocaine, crack.
For real?
I swear to goodness.
Somebody tried to sell you some coke.
Some crack.
Crack.
Like that they just, you know.
What?
But he cut my hair.
But he thought you was a crack, like crack as in like he like an 8-ball. Like,
Right. He like,
drug?
hey, you know what I'm saying? You want something? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Okay, bet. So what you getting today? Like that was into the presentation.
That was part of his consultation.
Right. Well,
like, so you want ball fade and you want some coke?
right. You know what I'm saying? So
That's wild.
you know.
So y'all doing that, man? Y'all need to, boy, hey. Woo!
So it's been you know, you got like different.
That's wild. So what's the craziest barber story that you can
I'm
think
glad
of?
you
Right?
I'm glad you said that.
Uh-oh.
I'm glad you said that. This was in Miami again.
Miami, what's going on with y'all, man?
Miami just a wild. Miami wild. So I don't know. I guess the barber owner was doing something. This was the same time the one dude was offering me the drugs.
It was the same shop?
Same shop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
Same shop, different day?
no.
Same shop, same day?
Same shop, same day.
So you got double whammy that day. Okay.
Crazy guy.
What we got?
So the police raided while I was getting a haircut. Now
They raided the shop.
Raided the shop. Now I will say, luckily for me, I was just finished and I was getting up to pay when the police raided it. But I had just finished getting my haircut, and you know, they arrested a couple people They arrested the dude that was cutting my hair. And I don't want to say my barber. I use that loosely. Because he was a barber, not my barber.
It was just the guy that was on you that day.
Right. Just the guy that was on me that day.
Okay.
So they arrested him. So I got a free cut.
Really?
Yeah, I got a free cut.
Wow. So right before you took the wallet out, they was
right,
like, no.
right before I took the wallet out. The 8 officers.
So they arrested him for what? Like
now, I guess. I assume because he offered me drugs. I just correlated the two. And I'm not a detective, guys. Let me put that out there. But if I had to take a test, I would probably pick that one.
Right.
So true story. And they arrested him, and I just was like, my mind was like, wow, like this, wow.
Right.
And there's a lot of unprofessional good barbers. You know, they're unprofessional, but they nice with the clippers. But just, you know, the whole.
So what take precedence? The fact that they're good, or the fact that?
I think that's a great question.
Like at
that's
the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you had to be like, you know what, this is my body. Now this cat always late, he always did, but he can cut.
I say it depends. What I mean by that is it depends if you're there for one time or if you're there for a regular. Mm-hmm. If you one time, you can put up with some nonsense. Let's be real.
So if you're visiting,
you can put up with some nonsense.
Right.
If this is my normal, I can't put up with no nonsense. So it's almost like it shouldn't be this way, but it's almost like if you're my normal, I hold you to a higher standard.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. That does make sense.
Like if you're my normal, I hold you to a higher standard than I hold somebody that I'm there for one or two cuts.
Right. So hey, family, this might be it. So it's a little something different, you know, me being in the studio. So this is Cut Culture Studio right here, where we are in right now. This is where all the magic happens. So, but yeah, so I think that's gonna be the show for today. Next week we got something different. I'll be back in the shops again. I'll be back in somebody's shop. So, and it might be in your city, in your shop, in your city. So until then, love, peace, and hair grease.
Peace.
Salute.